Well, in less than an hour, former President Donald Trump is set to make a major announcement from his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida.
It is widely expected he will launch his third presidential bid, setting his sights on 2024. Our political reporter Greg Lee joins us now live in studio to set the scene as we await tonight's announcement. Greg.
Yeah, Julie, Mike, it's believed the former president is trying to get a jump on any other potential Republican candidates. On his Truth Social site, Mr. Trump wrote, "Hopefully today will turn out to be one of the most important days in the history of our country." The former president is scheduled to speak at 6 p.m. our time. If he does announce a presidential run today, it comes amid major finger-pointing after Republicans underperformed in the midterm elections. Many in the party blaming him after several of the candidates he endorsed and who shared his false claims about the 2020 election lost. Those include key Senate losses for the GOP in Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Nevada. Some Republicans have reportedly asked Mr. Trump to delay any announcement until after the Georgia Senate runoff, fearing it will hurt their chances in that important race. Any announcement also comes as he is the subject of several investigations, including the mishandling of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. I spoke to two Republicans who have very different feelings about the potential of Trump entering the race for 2024.
I think the Republican Party is realizing that it can't win with Trump and it can't win without Trump. And the sad realization that I think they're all finally coming to is that they played footsies too long with, the barbarian at the gate, and he's not going to go away.
They think, well, when Trump was still president, there was no war, gas prices were lower, and the economy was humming along. So I think there's a lot of excitement because they think President Trump can take us back to what things were like just a couple of years ago.
Republicans are also dealing with some infighting on Capitol Hill. House Minority Leader and California Congressman Kevin McCarthy was able to overwhelmingly secure the party's nomination for House Speaker, but questions remain over whether he has the votes to lock up the spot on the House floor in January because there were 31 defectors, mostly from ultra-conservative members. In the Senate, Minority Leader Mitch McConnell will face a challenge for the first time in 15 years. Florida Senator Rick Scott announced he's running to unseat McConnell for the leadership role. Scott said he is, quote, not satisfied with the status quo. McConnell said he won't lose. Some Senate Republicans want to delay the vote from Wednesday until after the Georgia race is settled. Now, House Democrats are set to hold their own leadership elections the week after Thanksgiving. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has not said if she'll again run for a leadership position, instead saying she wants to get through the election. Guys?
And then there's Ron DeSantis, right? The governor of Florida winning a second term in the home state of Donald Trump. Where does this relationship go moving forward, the Trump-DeSantis relationship?
And we should say Governor DeSantis won in an overwhelming
20 points,
fashion.
right?
I mean, 20 points. He flipped Miami-Dade County, which hasn't gone red in 20 years. And so President Trump has been very critical and criticized DeSantis. DeSantis was asked about it today, and he said, look at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And he said that's
from the midterms.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He said that's just noise when people criticize him. So it sets up an interesting primary if indeed that is what comes down to.
No doubt.
What is the time frame? Like he jumping in early over his political rivals. Does that help him or hurt him by getting in early?
Well, you hear a lot from the party that is frustrated if he does indeed make that call tonight because it could potentially impact Georgia. It could impact some other races down the road. But it does give him a jump start for fundraising. We know he's a prolific fundraiser, as well as to sort of rally the base going into 24 and perhaps keep other candidates out of the race because they fear going up against him.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you back here in the next hour?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks.